let me show you how I make this incredibly delicious but so easy bananas Foster's cake. Kind of tastes like a banana bread, but in like a really fluffy cake version, and then the top is a caramelized banana topping that tastes like bananas Foster's, and together it's perfection. You'll start with your brown sugar and butter. You're going to cook this up. It'll look kind of crumbly and grainy and like it's never going to work, but trust me, it does. You'll cook that for a couple of minutes and then take it off the heat and add your vanilla and some cinnamon. Stir that together, and you're going to pour this mixture into a well-greased little round pan. I already got this out of the way because it was actually kind of hard to shoot when the caramel was so hot. Make sure that your 9-inch cake pan, I use a metal pan, is very well greased, otherwise this will never come out. And then right over top of that caramel, you're going to add some sliced bananas. This can take 2 or 3 bananas. It depends on how big the bananas are or how thinly you slice them. Don't slice them too thin or they're just going to disintegrate. Make sure that the entire surface is covered with slices of banana, and then you're just going to go ahead and set this aside until later. In a small bowl, or in this case on a plate, you're going to take 2 bananas and you're going to mash them. I just use a fork, nice and easy, and you'll just, ideally you would want like ripe bananas for this part, but it's hard because if they're too ripe, you can't use the bananas for the topping, otherwise they're going to turn to mush. So just take a couple bananas and just mash them with a fork and set them aside. In a large bowl, you'll add some softened butter along with brown sugar and granulated sugar, and you just kind of give that a little mix with your spatula. It does not have to be fully combined. It's kind of hard to combine this amount of sugar with such a small amount of butter, but trust me, it all comes together in the end. And I want to remind you that these videos are in addition to my regular content, so remember that. To that, you're going to add 2 eggs, a splash of vanilla, and these mashed bananas that we mashed earlier and left them aside. You're going to add that all in. Now, I actually have a full recipe on Lara in the Kitchen, a full video on this cake. I made it years ago, but sometimes it's nice to reshare things that are so delicious, and I just don't want you to forget about them. Once that mixture is combined, you'll add your flour, baking powder, and salt, and get that all mixed together along with some milk. And once it comes together into somewhat of like a cake batter, we're going to go ahead and take this mixture, which look how good that looks. You'll take this mixture and you're going to pour it directly over that sliced banana and caramel. Look at that. Oh my goodness. And at this point, by the way, your oven should be preheated to 350. Once it's all in there, make sure you smooth out the top, and then you're going to pop this into your preheated oven until it's fully baked. Now, really important, when it comes out, you're going to wait 5 minutes exactly, no longer, otherwise this will not come out. Then take a plate. After 5 minutes after it came out of the oven, you're going to place it on top. You're going to take a towel, flip it over, and then you'll see that the pan is still pretty hot, so just be careful. And then as you lift the pan, the whole thing comes right out. And it's so gorgeous and caramelized and spectacular, and it's really begging for a scoop of ice cream. Particularly for me, butter pecan ice cream with this is next level. You must make it. You will love it. The recipe is linked for you directly in the description. Please make it this weekend. I just know that you'll love it, and I hope that you enjoyed this quick little revisit of an old classic that's still such a huge family favorite, and I just know you'll love it too.